Here goes nothing.
No.
Before we get into it, this is Building a Dream. I'm Jasmine and I bought this untouched land with the goal to build my own off-grid container house and homestead with no experience. I received building approval a few months ago, and after getting quoted 60% of my 100k build budget to get my foundations done, I decided to do them myself and got them done in 8 weeks. And since then, it's been a mad rush to get the containers delivered and craned onto the footings, a shed pad installed, jetty posts in, and dead trees felled before winter hit.
My chainsaw stuck. Oh shit.
I'm really hoping the weather holds good this week because I'm getting started on stage 1 of the container home build. I am starting on the exterior of the shipping containers, and that's why I've got everything crossed that the weather holds good. Even though the containers are on the footings, I still haven't quite finished with the foundations yet. I still need to secure the containers to the actual foundations, and I've heard horror stories about them sliding in storms. And it is winter now. So yeah, I want to get onto that. I also need to get rid of all the rust on the exterior of the containers, which is looking like a lifetime of work in itself. And I need to remove the rust, obviously, on the corner castings and the steel plates so that I can weld them together. But if you watched my video last week, you'll remember that I don't actually have a suitable ladder to get me up onto the containers. And to remove the rust off the side. So this is what I'm going to be using to do that. Here's a truck lift. This goes 9 meters into the air. It's going to get me up to all the hard to reach places. Very, very decent. So I'm just going to start by removing some of the rust that's on these walls here. And I've got loads of different tools like wire brushes and all that kind of stuff for the angle grinder and for the drill. I'm going to do it bit by bit so that in case rain comes, I know it looks like it won't, but I'm pretty sure it will, that I've got it all sealed. So I'll do this like little section, and then I'm going to put some vinegar on it, and then I'll put some waterproofer on her as well so that hopefully it can dry before any rain gets here. I'm hoping this comes off easy with the angle grinder and drill and the attachments, but if it doesn't, I've got a high pressure washer and like a sandblaster attachment, so I'm gonna have to use that to try and get off really bad rust. This one's not too bad. Okay, that is coming off so easily. Fantastic news. That is coming off so nicely and so easily. So I'll just do this little section here. And then I'll get it all sealed up just in case. I'm judging the weather by a weather app that I'm following, so I'm doing small sections at a time in hopes that I have time to seal parts before the rain hits. My hopes are high as usual, and that's kind of what the entire build is built off. Grinded off all the rust on this little section here as much as I can reach. So I'm going to apply some vinegar so that vinegar's dry. I'm going to put some waterproofing on it. Whoa! Alright, I'll let that dry a little bit and then I'll come back and put the waterproofer on it. Vinegar. Oh. As exciting as it is that I get to start on the container build, it does have to happen slightly out of order due to the weather. So ideally I would have cut out the walls, doors and windows first and joined the containers before removing the rust, so that I'm not removing any rust that may be cut out later. But one thing I've learned from building my own house is things never go to plan. So I've got a rough idea of where everything will be cut and I'll try avoid those spots. This is going to be quite a process because I'm worried about rain too. I'm going to be doing it like one by one the whole entire process. Get the rust off, I'm going to weld it all up. I'm going to like apply vinegar and waterproofing so that that's all done. It has time to dry, and hopefully that means that in case the rain comes, I don't have to do anything again. It's going to be removing the rust. I'm going to need to like get right in here as well and all in here. Then once I've got the rust off, I'm going to weld corner castings to the plates. Once I've welded them, I'm going to apply waterproofing just to seal it all up, and then hopefully that has time to set and the rain doesn't come. PPE, PPE. That's working so well. That strip wheel has done really well. It's starting to wear quite fast, but it did really well on those corner castings. I'm just going to go along with a different one now and try get into all these little bits and like all along here. Hoping something like this can get more in here. I'm going to heat them up with a heat torch and then I'm going to stick weld for the first time. Yeah, I know. Oh shit, I need to find the hammer. So I need a stick weld. I think you need a little hammer for... So I've got that all ready to go. I've got my clamp and my stick ready to do the welding over there. But I just need to heat up the cast steel first because this is cast steel and this is mild steel. Can I just not see the flame? Ah, there we go. I did it! Oh my gosh, I did really good. The more the better, right? Don't step on the welder, Jasmine. That one's done. I'm gonna go give a second coat to that wall I've already painted.
I was going to add the second coat to the sections I've already sealed, but I decided the weather was looking okay, so I thought I would squeeze in some more grinding.
It's like, I swear I can feel something in my hand. Can you see that? It's like a massive piece of metal, like just sticking right in the middle there. I had to pull it out. Oh.
What has happened here?
Look at all that.
It's time we stop.
Only able to grind off all the rust on this side of the container that I can reach though. It's looking real good. So now I'll put some vinegar on and get a coat of the waterproofing on. Hopefully it has time to dry and then I can get the second coat on.
I'm predicting questions about the vinegar. White vinegar can be a cheap rust removal product. And after I've used the strip disc and wire brushes, there's a bunch of loose or almost loose rust on the surface. So I'm using the white vinegar to remove it. But I do need to be fast because as contradicting as this sounds, vinegar can also speed up the rusting process.
Rosella is like one of my favourite bush tuckers of all. I used to eat it with the children at the bush school all the time. So yum. It tastes like it's like a really sour and fresh, like a sour crisp apple but without the powderiness, or kind of just dissolves in your mouth. Really good for making jams. My mango seems to be going quite well. To you. What is this? The hell? Weirdest weed I've ever seen. The strawberries are growing. I'm just concerned the kangaroos are going to eat them. The kangaroos are the real pests around here. They eat all the plants. And baby Jangos. What are you doing in the garden? And apparently the dogs too. The weather's starting to turn, so I'm just going to clean the girls' cage before it gets too bad that I can't, because I usually do this. Wow. I usually do this once a week. There's a beautiful red and black cockatoo up there, just fanning its wings. Oh, I need a better camera so I can show you guys this stuff. Oh, I also need to give one of my chickens a bath. Alright, so for this bath, I'm just going to put a little bit of dish soap in to get rid of grime, a little bit of Epsom salt in. Don't rain. No. Shit on a stick.
Unfortunately, the rain put the girls' bath off. And no, they haven't always lived the luxurious life of baths, but they are older and they have egg-laying diseases and cancer and get dirty bottoms and pick up mites easily. So if the dust baths in mite powder doesn't do the trick, I bath the girls in warm Epsom salt water with a dash of soap.
Good morning. What a beautiful day. Looking so blue, and this is just what I've wanted for so long. So I'm hoping this gives me the chance to get all the corner castings secured to the footing. So I'm going to focus on the welding, I think, for most of the day. And then I know it's a very small chance, but I'm still very worried that they're going to slide. That's the main goal. And then I'll do some rust removal if I get the time. I'm just going to remove the rust off the plate and off the corner castings, and then I can get to welding. All right. I'm just using the wire wheel on the drill attachment to get it off the plate here because it's not too bad. But then I'm going to use the strip wheel on the angle grinder to get it off the corner casting because there's also like paint as well and the rust is a bit worse.
I'm removing the rust on the corner castings so they don't degrade over time. But I also need to remove any paint where the weld join will be. For those who are like me a month ago and have never welded, the metal you are welding needs to be clean, free of any oil, paint or rust in order to weld the pieces together.
I've removed all the rust off of the steel plate and off the corner casting. The thing I'm actually going to do is grind them all first, like all this side, all the rust off, because I think I'm actually going to be fine today and there's no rain that's going to come. So I might as well just grind them all, and then I can weld them all at the same time as well. I am so happy for this sunlight. I am not a winter person. I'm already fogging up. Rust be gone. Oh, this is not on properly. Dang. Why do they make these things so hard to attach? Why? That doesn't even fit, mate. Don't make something that doesn't work. It's meant to go like that. Oh, that was actually quite easy. So satisfying. Although the strip work a lot faster. That's working good. I'm gonna heat it up. Probably can't hear me. I'm gonna heat it up and then I'm gonna weld it. Oh, should I do the other one first? I'll grind the other one first. Reckon I can get this on without taking it off? I would say no. Things ever easy. As fun as that was. All the rust has been grounded off, I think. So hopefully what's going to happen is I'm going to heat this up, and this is going to stick weld. First time I'm going to strike it and it's going to work, and I'm just going to stick weld this real easy. It's being a bit shit. Is it empty? Might be empty. Are we empty? Let's heat it up. So the problem is with cast steel is you need to heat it up first. So you need to get it to a certain temperature. You can tell when you haven't got it to that temperature, but it's working. I can do the other side. There's me vinegar. Alright, this one's all done. I better weld that quickly. I'm finished welding all this side of the containers down to the footings. So I'm halfway through and I actually did a way better job than I was expecting. So I'm pretty proud of myself. Also means that half of them are welded down and secure, so I don't have to worry so much. I'm just going to go along and put the vinegar and the waterproofing, and then I can start removing the rust on the back of the containers. I'm so happy. It's all starting to come together. They are finally all secured to the footings and painted and waterproofed. So exciting. So, oh, fuck off. No. I swore it wasn't going to rain today. Does that not look like a storm cloud approaching? Really bloody hope not. Not after I've just done all that. Please do not rain. Oh my gosh. So annoying. Because the thing is, like, it just takes a tiny bit of rain. Damn it. I'm just going to start grinding the side of this and really hope that rain cloud does not come over me because, I mean, either way, I'm screwed. I might as well just start. Let's just give it a go. Hopefully that cloud does not come over me. Don't rain on my parade.
Many people believe that you don't need to remove rust from containers because they're caution steel. What they mean is that caution steel is meant to form a protective layer of rust, but that doesn't mean that they're rust proof. This is what happens to the rust if it's left untreated. It further degrades over time. So for container houses, the rust needs to be removed until there's no trace, down to the bare metal. Vinegar is then applied and allowed to dry, and then marine grade direct to metal paint is used to seal it. Luckily, I only have one container that has bad rust, and this one is getting stripped of all its walls and ends, so it's okay.
The rain has not come yet, and it looks like the cloud has actually moved around me. So I might be safe. So I'm going to give these a second coat and hope that means that they have time to dry. Second coat is all done. Not sure about this cloud. May have made a mistake. The dam has actually risen so much. It's insane. And all the plants seem to be doing really well. How exciting. It looks a bit murky now because it's like still raining and stuff, so like everything's settling. But this goes so crystal clear and like a blue colour when it's all settled. So I can't wait. I'm so excited. But I just want to run you through my jetty plan too. See what you think, because I've got a couple options that I want to do for it. Remember, this is going to be ground level as well. So it's going to be level with here and come out to here. So these will need to be cut quite a bit. But I can either cut them all the way so that they're ground level, or I can keep little posts. So for example, say they're all cut down here to ground level, and then I just have like a flat jetty on top with no posts, like the posts are underneath it. Or do I keep the posts on the outside and build the jetty on the inside so that I've got posts to like tie a little boat to? I feel like it'd be cool to have little posts coming out so I can like tie a canoe on. Seen the ducks here a few times too, so that's pretty exciting. Good to get some other little critters in here. So what do you think, post on the side or just flat jetty, no post? Choices. And then I do think I'm gonna do in my other little dam. Have you guys even seen my other little dam? The other little dam is the one that I haven't enhanced yet. So the other one over here. So basically I need to enhance this one too. But this one's filling up as well. And again, even though it looks gross here, it starts looking so much better, crystal blue. Up that way. I'm gonna have, from my underground spring, I'm gonna have like a underground pipe to here, so hopefully it fills it up. And then I'm gonna have a little creek running to that dam, so hopefully it stays full as well. Oh my god, guys, there is like 4 or 5 ducks down here. I really want to be quiet. Can you see them? Oh my god. Can you see them all? I wonder if I can get closer. I don't want to scare them. Shit, I'm scaring them. There's so many. Oh my god, one's attacking the other one. That is so cute. We don't need a reason why we just can't. They're like pecking at each other. There's one real bossy one.
this moment, never think about going. Won't you stay with me for a little while? Got myself free fall.
Oh my gosh, this is so cute. I love ducks. Django loves ducks too.